Hello students, welcome to JC eConnect, subject Engineering Geology. So we will start with sedimentary rocks today. So what are these sedimentary rocks? These are also called as secondary rocks and they are also called as stratified rock. So what is the meaning of stratified or stratification? So here in the image you can see the sedimentary rocks. So these are layered. Okay, you can see the layers here. Okay, all these are the layered rocks. So how these layers are formed? So these rocks are formed by the deposition of sediments. So let us see what is mean by sediment. So sediments are the broken rock fragments which are formed as a result of weathering and erosion of the pre-existing rock. So what are pre-existing? The rocks which are already existing. So it may be igneous rock, it may be a sedimentary rock, or it may be a metamorphic rock. So any rock when it undergoes weathering, what is mean by weathering? So weathering means the disintegration and decomposition of the rocks. So disintegration and decomposition of the rock is called as weathering. So how this weathering takes place? So because of the action of temperature, pressure, as well as the action of wind, water, these are the major sources of weathering, you can say. That is the wind and water. What it does, it will react with the rocks become weaker and it undergoes breaking. That is nothing but the disintegration, and these broken rock fragments, they are called as the sediments. So these sediments are transported or they are carried from one place to other place by the action of either water or the wind. They are carried from one place to other place, and finally they get deposited layer by layer into a basin. It may be a ocean or a river or a sea, or these are the sediments which are deposited by the action of water. So what water will do, it will carry along with it all the broken rock materials, the sediments, and it starts depositing layer by layer. First the bottom layer will form, then on the top the river will bring the sediment, then again it will form one more bed, then again like that there will be formation of beds one above the other. So this rock which has formed first, that becomes the older rock, older bed, and the bed which is formed at the top, that becomes the younger bed. So what is older and younger? Older is the first formed bed which is at the bottom, and younger bed is the at the top. Okay, so this is how the sedimentary rocks are formed, layered by layered. So these are the sedimentary rocks. So examples are sandstone, then we have conglomerate, breccia, shale. Okay, all these are the examples of sedimentary rocks which are called as clastic sedimentary rock. Clastic means they are formed by fragments. Okay, then we have limestone. That is one common rock which is very useful from civil engineering point of view. The limestone is again a sedimentary rock, but it is not formed by this process of deposition of sediments into layer by layer. It is formed by chemical process. So it is a rock which is chemically reactive rock because its composition is calcium carbonate, CaCO3. So these are the few examples of sedimentary rocks. So where all you can see these type of rocks? You might have visited Badami caves. They all are in sandstone. Okay. Then you might have seen the forts in Rajasthan. Okay. So all these are constructed in sandstone, that is again a sedimentary rock. We have sandstone quarries in the northern part of India, that is in Rajasthan. Okay. Then even Sogal Somnath, if you talk about Belgaum itself, we have sedimentary rocks at many places. Like if you go from Samra sides or Siddheshwar temple, all these are the examples where you get the sedimentary rocks, that is the sandstone conglomerate. Even Gokak Falls, if you visit, there also you get the sedimentary rocks, that is sandstone. Okay. Then if you go to southern part of Karnataka, that is near, you might have heard of the place called Yana. Okay, Yana is near to Karwar. Okay, Shirsi. So there we have the limestone rocks. Then Udvi caves, you might have heard. Those are also in the limestone. So limestone is a chemically reactive rock wherein you will find the caves. Okay, then you find the stalactites, stalagmites. These are the structures which are formed by leaching action of the minerals which are present in the rock along with the water. So this is how the sedimentary rocks are formed. A few example, a general idea about the how sedimentary rocks are formed. So here you can see the layered rocks. So each layer is one bed. Okay. So what is a bed? Bed is a layer. So if that layer is very thin, okay, if its thickness is less than 1 centimeter, then we call it as lamination. Okay. What is lamination? If the thickness of the bed is less than 1 centimeter, okay, then we call it as the lamination. If it is more than 1 centimeter thickness layer, then we call that as bed. Okay, so these sedimentary rocks are bedded rocks, or they are stratified rocks, or they are also called as sedimentary rocks. Now we'll see how these sedimentary rocks are formed. So the sedimentary rocks are those which are formed out of sediments. So what are sediments? Sediments are the rock fragments which are the product of weathering. That is nothing but the process of disintegration and decomposition of the rocks. Okay, so weathering of pre-existing rocks, the rocks which are already existing. So here there is a small animation wherein you will get an idea how these sedimentary rocks are formed. So you can observe it carefully. The clouds are moving. Here you can see the clouds are moving. There is a precipitation, that is rainfall. So after precipitation, what happens? These rocks which are there, they undergo weathering, and these weathered rock fragments, they are carried by the action of water. Okay, see here you can see there is a formation of this layer which was not there before. You can observe now, right? This river is bringing the sediments and it is depositing here and here. Okay, so this is how the sedimentary rocks are formed layer by layer by the deposition of the sediments. So here in this image you can see these layered rocks. Okay, these are the different layers, and here you can see there is a gap in between. Okay, and you can see these are some different rocks. Okay, so this is how the sedimentary rocks are formed, and there is a gap in between. That gap is called as the unconformity. Okay, in detail we are going to discuss what is mean by unconformity. Okay, when we deal with the structures of igneous rock, structures of rock. Okay, so unconformity is what? The two different types of rocks are found and there will be a gap in the deposition. So that gap is called as the unconformity. Now here in this image you can see the different layers. So it is represented by different colors. So each color is representing one bed. Okay, so these are the sedimentary rocks. Now you can see these have become inclined, whereas on the top again there is one line, that is a gap, unconformity, and again these different rocks are deposited above that. So this is how the sedimentary rocks are formed by pre-existing rocks. So we'll see in detail how these sedimentary rocks are formed. So formation of sedimentary rocks, this is very important question. Okay, so there will be pre-existing rocks. Okay, so these are the already existing rocks, that is pre-existing rock. So these rocks, they undergo erosion, okay, and weathering by the action of wind, water, or even the ice, that is glaciers. Okay, and because of the action of the wind, water and ice, what happens? They break down of pre-existing rocks. So they break down to form the sediments. So what are these sediments? Sediments are the broken rock fragments. So the rocks which are there, they break because of the action of wind, water and ice. Then these sediments, they are transported. Okay, there is a transportation of these sediments from one place to other place. So how these takes place? Transportation either by the rivers into the lake, into the river basin or the ocean basin, because all the rivers, they finally join to the ocean or the sea. So the deposition will take place there. Okay, then these sediments, they are transported and they are finally deposited, and there is a process called sedimentation. Sedimentation is what? The deposition of sediments into layer by layer, one above the other. That is called as the sedimentation. Then after sedimentation, there will be a process called lithification and diagenesis. So what is mean by lithification? Lithification means the conversion of loose fragments into hard and compact rock, because the process takes place compaction, cementation and recrystallization of the minerals. So diagenesis is what? The changes, the when it converts into a rock, the sediments, when they convert into the rock, what happens? There will be some physical and chemical changes which take place in the rock, and those changes are called as diagenetic changes, and the process is called as diagenesis. So lithification is what? The conversion of loose sediments into hard rock, that is called as lithification. Litho stands for the rock. Okay, so it is a process of formation of the rock. From the loose sediments, it converts into a hard rock. Then the compaction takes place. Then compaction, how it takes place? Because the sediments are getting deposited on the top. So obviously the bottom sediments, because of the load, they get compacted, and there will be some cementing material which will bind all those sediments together. Like how you prepare laddus, right? We compact all the grains, ingredients which are there, and after compaction you will give a particular shape to that. So compaction, what it does, it will bring all the sediments which are loose, they come closer and closer, right? That is nothing but the compaction. Then there will be some cementing material which will bind all these sediments together. Like in case of laddus, we see the jaggery or sugar, it acts as a cementing material or binding material which will hold all the sediments together, right? So here also in the rocks, all these sediments, they are cemented by either the silica or calcium carbonate or iron oxide. All these act as a cementing material or binding material, and finally we get the sedimentary rocks. Okay, then sometimes there will be recrystallization of some minerals. So this is how the sedimentary rocks are formed, and they look like this. Okay, they are fragmental rocks. You can see the fragments in it. Okay, because they are formed by rock fragments, so these are fragmental rock. You can clearly see the rock fragments in it. So here are the few examples of sedimentary rocks, wherein you will clearly get an idea how these sedimentary rocks will look like. Okay, so the first image wherein you can see the name of the rock is conglomerate. Okay, the name of the rock is conglomerate. So what is that conglomerate? You can see the rounded pebbles in it, right? All these pebbles are rounded in shape. So if the pebbles, if it is made up of pebbles, okay, bigger grains, and if it is rounded, then it is called as conglomerate. Whereas in the second image you can see there are also the rock fragments, but how these fragments are, they are not rounded, they are angular, they show the angularity. Then this rock is called as breccia. So that is the difference between conglomerate and breccia. The pebbles are rounded in conglomerate and the pebbles are angular in breccia. So this is how the sedimentary rocks look like. Then this is a sandstone, wherein you can clearly see the sand grains, right? These are the sand grains. You can see clearly it is made up of sand size particles. Then it is called as the sandstone. This is a limestone, and on that limestone you can see there is a leaf impression, which we call it as a fossil. Okay, so impression of leaf, it is clearly preserved in the rock, because these all the sedimentary rocks, they are good preservative of fossils. So what are fossils? They are the remains of plants and animals which are preserved in the rock. They are called as the fossils. So sedimentary rocks are the best preservative of the fossils, and this is how the sedimentary rocks look like. So I hope you have understood how the sedimentary rocks are formed and how they look. So in the next class we will see the classification of sedimentary rocks, how these rocks are being classified, and their engineering importance, and the different types of rocks we will discuss in the upcoming classes. Thank you.